Hello everybody and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn and in this video we have another practice IELTS speaking test. This one is with Sevara from Uzbekistan. Remember, if you'd like to have your own free practice IELTS speaking test with feedback, or if you'd like me to check your IELTS writing tasks, join one of my groups. I'm on Facebook and Telegram. Links are given in the description. But let's get into today's test. Enjoy. Good afternoon. My name is Glyn. Would you please tell me your full name?
Good afternoon. My name is Sevara, and you can call me Sevara.
Okay, thank you, Sevara. Now, in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you work or do you study?
Right now I'm studying in a school, and I am graduating this year, the 11th class, and just I'm not working. I'm just studying.
And what are your favorite subjects at school?
Um, my favorite subjects are math and English. I'm very keen of both of two subjects, and I usually study this um, subjects in additional classes, and also teach students to these two subjects.
And do you get on well with your teachers?
Actually, yeah, my teachers are very kind and have strong knowledge on these two subjects, and yeah, I can get on very well with my teachers.
And what are you planning to do when you finish school?
Right now I have some kind of plans when I finish the school. For example, I am targeting to enter in the university. So then I will go to the university. Yeah.
Let's move on now and talk about your home. How long have you lived in your current home?
I am living in my current house since I was born, and we haven't moved on to anywhere else so far. And I live in a house with my dad, mom, namely with my parents, and also with my siblings.
And what's your favorite room in your home?
Absolutely, it's my own room. I live this room alone. I haven't shared my own room with any siblings, and yeah, it's my favorite room.
And how often do you have guests in your home?
Actually, my relatives visit us very commonly, and because my dad has five siblings, and my aunts and uncles come very often.
And do you have any house rules?
I think there are several house rules in our home. For example, I can count some of them to you. For example, we have to eat the dinner together all the time. Whenever it's time to having a dinner, we all gather together around the table and sit and eat together the dinner meal.
Thank you. Let's talk about museums now. Do you like going to museums?
Yes, of course. Museum is a thing that I love very much, and it's kind of thing that the cup of me. And we usually go to museums with my classmates. It's kind of thing like museum tour. And also I visit alone our local museum.
And what are some famous museums in your town, city, or country?
In my country, there are several well-known museums. For example, National Tashkent Museum. It's located in the Tashkent, and it's well-known for ancient sculptures, kind of stuff that are found in ancient places, historical places. And yeah, I visited once this place, and it was very huge and enormous, and also have
Thank you.
very beautiful exhibits in
Thank you.
it.
And did you have any school trips to museums when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was around fourth grade, we had a school tour trip to museum, our local museum, which is located in my region. We went to with my classmates and watch a lot of exhibitions.
Mhm. And what do you think is more interesting at a museum, learning about history or looking at artworks?
I think it depends on personality. For example, if you are keen on to learning or reading some kind of books, it is the best learning from books, the history. But if you get bored very often from books, it would be the best to visit a museums and learn from artworks.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this next part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to speak about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before that, you'll have 1 minute to prepare for your talk and you may take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yeah, sure.
Mhm. I will now share the topic on my screen. Can you see the topic?
Yes.
Mhm. I'd like you to describe a successful person you know. Your 1 minute of preparation time starts now. Okay, so that's the end of your preparation time. To remind you, you'll have between 1 and 2 minutes to give your talk, and I will let you know when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Um, okay. So far, I've seen a lot of persons who is very successful. Some of them are acquaintances of me, but some of them are very well-known persons that even don't know me. But right now, I'm gonna talk about one of the best successful person I know very well, and he is my English teacher who is open at the educational center in the middle of Navai region, and this educational center called Big Ben, which is located near to middle of the Navai, and he spoke very much to us about his success story. At first, he accepted very more than 10 high-ranked universities at first, and it was kind of universities that I dreamed of. And but instead of going to the high-ranked universities, he chose to stay in his hometown, namely home country, and he started with a startup business project. He opened the um, educational center, namely private school, which is very well known in Navai. According to this plan, in this private school, the students have to learn the several languages like English, Korean, Turkish, and also Spanish. And also there are another several courses
Okay, thank you.
like math
Thank you.
and other things.
All right, so you've been talking about this teacher who's a successful person. Let's talk a little more about success now. What personal qualities do successful people usually share?
I think there are several characters that successful persons usually share. For example, first of all, this is the leadership that successful persons have. If you want to be successful, you have to be a leader of your group, lead the big groups, and have to be a personality that can be a leader. Yeah.
So leadership is one quality. Can you think of any others?
Yes, there are another qualities. For example, accept leadership. You have to be positive in the life, and also you have to be well behaved and well educated. Knowledge is the one of the key characters that successful persons should have.
And do you think being ambitious is always a good thing?
Yeah, I think if you kind of person that have determination toward its aims, ambition is the very important and a good quality for person.
And do you think there are ever any cases where being too ambitious could be a bad thing?
I think it depends on personality. Ambition is kind of thing that you have to aim something and have to start move towards your aims. And if you don't do this, I think it would be kind of bad thing.
Mhm. And can failure ever help someone to become successful?
There are some sentence related to failure. Failing, namely, is the starting point of your success. Namely, if you fail, you will gain more experience toward your failing, toward your mistakes, and which at which point exactly you made a mistake, you will learn your failing things. Yeah.
Mhm. Let's move on now and talk about societies and success. How has the definition of success changed over time?
I think success is kind of thing that everybody rank it according to their fields. For example, in the life, it's general worked toward some persons who achieved very much things, namely more and more things in the life, and earned the top places in everything.
Do you think ideas about what a successful person is was different in the past?
I think no, there is not much difference between the past and today's opinion about success, and this is the same as its best.
Now, some people say that modern society puts too much importance on money and status. What do you think?
I think it's kind of true thing. Nowadays, more and more people wanna be very successful, especially in the field of finance related to money or status quo that they have, and yeah, it's normal to today's people.
And finally, what would a successful society look like, in your opinion?
First of all, successful society have to own some characters. For example, every single person in the society should be educated, namely well educated, in several different fields, especially in health, education, or some kind of science subjects, and also they have to be well behaved.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the test. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this practice speaking test. Apologies for the small internet problems. Unfortunately, the candidate had some difficulties with keeping a stable internet, but it happens. Please do let me know in the comments below what score you think the candidate deserves for this performance. As always, I'll make a follow-up video to this with my own thoughts, comments, feedback, and importantly, with my scores. That video will probably go up tomorrow. In the meanwhile, if you'd like to have your own free practice IELTS speaking test with feedback like this, or if you'd like me to check your IELTS writing tasks, join one of my groups. I'm on Facebook and Telegram. Candidates are always selected at random. Of course, if you don't want to go through the random process and you'd prefer to pay for a speaking test or a writing check, then check out my website, expertexaminer.com, where there is a full price list of all of my services. Anyway, more videos from me coming soon, but for now, bye bye.